The anticipation is huge. We're now going to hand over to your MC, who's going to bring the players on, Michael Absalom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for this. You'll give them a warm welcome. They've worked very hard to get here to the final this year in 2018. So let's bring on the first of our two finalists. We'll start with the reigning world champion, a former world #1, 29 years of age, 16 PSA titles. She was the Saudi PSA Women's Squash Masters runner-up, also the runner-up at the Cleveland Classic. She beat Nour in her semi-final 3-2, and here she is. It is Raneem Welily. Now, her opponent this evening is the world #1. She's a two-time world champion, just 22 years of age, 15 PSA titles to her name. She's the Saudi PSA Women's Squash Masters winner this season, also the JP Morgan Tournament of Champions winner, and she beat Laura Massaro in the semi-finals 3-1. So let's hear it for the world #1, Nour Sherbini.
Well, both these ladies are very, very good friends off court. We managed to catch up with both of them at the marina earlier today.
This evening I'm playing the final of Gouna against Nour Sherbini. Another final for the two of us. The last time we played, I think, was in Saudi, where she almost chopped me, but I'm not thinking about that at all. Staying positive and hopefully it's going to be a strong match and a fair battle as usual.
It's really hard. I think both of us, we know each other very well on court and off court, so it's really hard to play against her. It's hard to change your game plan, to just, you always want to make something different, so you don't know, always have to think hard what's the thing you're gonna change. Playing Raneem is really tough, and playing someone that you really know very well and she knows me well, it's more tougher, so that's the challenge, and we just have to accept it.
I really don't know what it is that makes us bring the best out of each other, but I believe we play fair and clean squash, and it's always nice to enjoy. It's always easy to enjoy squash when you're with Nour on court. It's just a mental battle, a lot of shots, a lot of winners, a lot of attacking, fast pace, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I play squash in the first place. So I love being on court with Nour. It's a fantastic tournament so far. Gouna is amazing, as you can see. What better view to be shooting now? I love being here, and I love the tournament. It's very organized, and everything is perfect for me as a player. So I'm happy we have 4 Egyptians in the final yet again. We had two non-Egyptians yesterday who showed great matches, but again the Egyptians prevailed.
It really means a lot winning another tournament here in Egypt. Like, I think winning Gouna last year was the first tournament for me, winning it in Egypt, so I would really love to add this one. And yeah, I think playing Gouna here is one of the best tournaments for me, and I love everything here, the atmosphere, the crowd, and I really love to win it here again.
Final. It's been a regular occurrence in 2017, and it already starts to show like that in 2018. So the other girls have got their work cut out to stay with them. But Nour El-Tayeb certainly, I think, will have something to say about that as the year rolls on.
Well, there's the Sherbini camp, who pretty much come to a lot of the World Series events around the world. The parents, a father who's quite a relaxed character apparently, so seen it, his daughter with so much success, and this is their battles through. So the earlier stage, Amanda Sobey really testing Sherbini, but then after that nerve-wracking 5-gamer played brilliantly through, particularly against Camille Johnny, and then on the other side she started off like a cyclone here, and then obviously coming up against El-Tayeb, who's playing the best squash of her career, and it was great psychological battle that she won that. I just wonder if El-Welili's able to back up physically. But the Saudi Masters last time they played, and that was a 3-love victory, and El-Welili did actually say in her interview that that was a real drumming from Sherbini.
Music, please. Gouna International 2018 women's final match. Nour Sherbini of Egypt to serve, Raneem El-Welili of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
So Nour Sherbini kicking off this ladies' final of the Gouna International. First time this World Series event for the ladies has been held here, so some history being made. And who are you going for, Mr. Williams?
I'm going for Nour Sherbini, the lady I was looking for before. She has been the most impressive player of all those top 4 that went through, in particular the 3 Egyptian girls. I'm still not convinced that El-Welili will be able to recover in time from that very late finish last night. It was a very, very tough match as well, a brutal rallies, especially in the 5th game. So I'm going to stick with Sherbini 3-1. But she's not going to have it her own way, Joey. She certainly has, until now, she's had it her own way in terms of dominating perhaps in the front part of the court. Now she meets a different animal tonight. There it is, the forehand again.
And out, 3-1.
Well, if anyone can really look to expose the movement side in that front right-hand corner of Sherbini, it is El-Welili. She's got so many weapons. She's played, they played each other a huge amount, obviously in practice and also on the World Tour. Originally, Raneem El-Welili is from Alexandria, which is where Sherbini's from.
Yeah, well, they know each other, as we heard in the lead up there. The interviews, they're very good friends off the court. They know each other's games like the backs of their hands. And El-Welili will also be very well aware of what you've been saying throughout the tournament, Joey, about those, perhaps that small area that needs to be exposed in the front forehand there. I'm sure her coaches are also listening to you sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, what happens in that front right-hand corner is she's taken in with a lot of kind of severity and it stays short. Sherbini tends to collapse her movement slightly, dragging her back foot in, and she commits into the corner, which leaves her quite exposed for the rest of the court. Asaro was trying to do it yesterday, but just couldn't do it enough, and Sherbini was lethal when she had only opportunity on the backhand volley.
Out. And out. 5-3.
Usually a pattern between the Egyptian players. They clip along the scoreline early doors quite quickly. We've had 8 points, Johnny, in only a couple of minutes play.
Yeah, exactly. El-Welili's not going to change her style, even though she knows she's playing a very attacking player as well. And there's always an element of risk attached to taking the ball to the front, especially if she's parked slightly behind Sherbini.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of nerves there, I think, Joey.
4-5.
Big occasion, and Both girls have made a few unforced errors already.
Going back to the physical side of things, both these girls after Chicago have looked like they've done some extra hard physical training. Johnny made the comment about Welily. Also could tell the definition in the legs of Sherbini a lot stronger. So that could actually help Welily back up from the 3-2 battle with Taib last night.
Yeah, well, that's why she's been putting in those extra hard yards so that she can go all the way through a 32 draw World Series event. She's got to back up with 5 matches. The good thing here is it's been spread out as well due to the split days. So there has been time enough, and probably the only... Oh, that one, she just managed to scrape it up.
That's out court.
And up, 6-5.
Welily, known as the Enigma. On a day is unplayable. Real natural squash player. Terrific technique. Blessed with that kind of extra plyometric movement as well, which is so needed on the 17-inch sim, which has been brought in for the ladies in the last couple of years to unify with the men.
Just see a nice example of what you just mentioned about the plyometrics there. Very, very quick into that front backhand, Welily.
Thought she might have straightened that. Looked like it was possibly going to the front wall, but just an optical illusion from the camera.
I think she just mistimed it in the racket, because players these days are pretty adept at bringing the ball back onto the front wall in those situations. Greg Gaultier loves that shot, just to flip it up.
Wow.
Oh, this has gone up.
She's getting some balls back, Sherbini. Pressure.
Well, it's very typical sort of patterns building here, Joey.
Stroke to Sherbini.
She's going to review this.
Welily on a stroke decision.
A lot of angles being used. Not seeing too much straight up and down. Both girls are enterprising in their play. I think that Welily has just simply hit this ball too loose, and she's a little slow to get out of there. So I would expect that this will remain.
Stroke to Sherbini, decision upheld. Welily has no reviews remaining. 8-5.
Thomas Forter, the central referee for this ladies' final. The video official is actually John Mazzarella.
Stroke to Sherbini.
She can't review it either. She's lost the review.
9-5.
Welily, who pretty much plays every ball there. She's the fairest lady, I feel, on the PSA World Tour, along with Nicole David. Some racket head speed, didn't it? She worked hard to get up to the ball. See the old legs lifting for her to try to push up on this. There they go. And then the racket head speed switch cross court. Good deception. So 5 game balls for the Warrior Princess, who looks like she's converted first time.
11-5. Then to Sherbini. Sherbini leads 1 game to love.
So Nour Sherbini. Slightly nerve-wracking start with such a major event in Egypt. But Sherbini, after 8 minutes, leads 1 game to love. Four unforced errors from Welily, but those 3 strokes as well. So you're looking at 7 free points given from Welily to Sherbini. Too many freebies really there. She's got to tighten up, cut down that scenario, otherwise this could be a 3-love whitewash for Sherbini. That front right-hand corner has to be attacked. Hopefully we'll see Welily try and switch the play just to make it more of a contest into that area, and she will get so much benefit. The backhand side is a favourite for all the right-handers, but for me, Sherbini's got one of the best backhands, if not the best backhand in the world. So it's going to be very, very tough here for Welily, but she's got all the experience. We're going to see some highlights. Over to you, Johnny.
Yeah, both girls needed a little bit of time with so many big names and celebrities and dignitaries sitting in the front row. They seemed a little bit nervous and a little bit edgy. But the one who was more edgy was Welily, actually, as Sherbini always managed to hang on to a 2 or 3 point lead. Add to that a couple of loose shots from Welily. She got 3 strokes against herself. And then the Warrior Princess, as she closed in on winning game 1, she actually started to pick her play up. She finished off some beautiful shots. 1-love, Sherbini.
Sherbini leads 1 game to love. Double.
So the Warrior Princess kicks off this second game, looking very confident. Let's see how the tactics evolve from Welily. Try and get into this match.
Better defensive work there from Welily. There's that front forehand again. Welily's just got to tighten up down both flanks. She can even use a bit of height like that. This is trouble. She semi-guessed that. Got away with it. She was already running into that front forehand long before Sherbini struck the ball.
Hand out. 1
Now
love.
she must make use of that fortune now. I remember back in the 90s, Joe, when I was coming to Egypt and playing a lot, what's changed about the Egyptian players technically is when they're preparing to play the ball, the racket is a lot steadier and a lot more upright. Back in the day, they used to flip the wrist around and twirl it and do all sorts of things. It was very common. But if you look at the technique of these girls here, I mean,
classic,
flowing, but very textbook.
Very classic, and that's why they're 2 best players in the world.
Even El-Taib, you can throw her in the mix, a little bit unorthodox perhaps at times and a little bit languid with the move, but also the racket is very upright. Beautifully down low on that drop.
It's good hard work.
Oh, look at that for a switch.
But this is what she does. This is what she's doing even more. As she gets, I mean, it sounds ridiculous because she's won 2 World Championships. She's only 22 years of age, but she is going to get stronger physically. And from me, Chicago to now, there is an extra bit of physicality about her, and she's always battling for every point, which we love, but she's getting a lot more balls back and doing something with it. When she's under pressure, she's able to turn it back round again, mentally making it very difficult for her opponents, Johnny.
Yeah, it's great combinations there from Welily. She just pinches one back, but getting back to that strength of Sherbini, she seems to be working very, very hard off court. But again, even on the backhand there, she sort of doubled up on the movement and hung too long in that front corner. She does have the sponsor EZZ Steel on the front, so that's quite appropriate. She's seems to be made of steel these days.
Hand out. 3, 2.
Great work from both players. Wow, it's an incredible rally.
It's a ridiculous rally. She's looking so good. She's getting stronger and stronger.
The thing is, she was for a lot of that rally, she was on the back end of it, and then as soon as she got a chance, she just
capitalised,
shut the door.
Yeah, she shut the side door.
I was thinking in the warm-up, Joey, as the camera zoomed in, it is a fantastic look with that clear back wall, no door. It really adds something.
No, it does.
To the whole dynamic of the Squash TV view for the viewers and for those here at the arena.
Yeah, it gives it a nice clear look for camera 1 and 2. Separates the players a little bit, which can be good and bad, I feel.
4-4.
She takes that ball in so well on the backhand side. This is, for me, there's the hold. Got to go in there. It's tight.
Well,
yeah, it'll be a stroke.
Welily.
There's a question for you. Have you ever seen Thomas Forter smile?
I did. I said hello to him today as he was just, and there's another error. Welily just having a good patch here. He was off to the golf course with his partner, and he was smiling, I think, as he was about to have a game of golf on the 4 holes at the Ancient Sands.
Yeah, they're making they're
at the 14 under development.
They are, and that should be ready by 2045.
Hand out. 5-6.
There he is, Thomas Forter, who enjoyed the golf here in Gouna.
He looks like he's in economy class there. Very, very crammed in, like sardines they are around him.
Lucky he's tall. John Mazzarella's got no chance.
Yes, left. 5.
So Welily has cut out the unforced errors here, Joey. She's really picked up the quality, and the precision of her shots to the front has been spot on. Must carry on now, though. Sherbini is just going to keep coming.
Oh, it's brilliant. She's got it.
That's a stroke, though.
Yeah, it'll be a stroke. So making a bit of a move here, Welily. 2-point lead in this second.
Funnily enough, she's actually been switching to that backhand side. But it's the hold which is sort of throwing Sherbini off. And that quality of ball striking is just adding that extra pressure,
8-5.
which is enough to put question marks in Sherbini's mind.
That is an unbelievable shot. Sherbini, one of the tallest players in the women,
6.
using her stature to its entirety there. Control of the racket head right high above. Very impressive. This is getting tight again, Johnny. Slightly nerve-wracking signs for Welily.
Yeah, she's just had the habit so far in the first 2 games of just clipping those drives, either into the corner or catching the sidewall first, getting strokes against herself. So margins are really thinning on her now. She's just got to make every shot counts. And that was a setup. The problem there was she just laid that ball in. There was no real purpose on it.
8-all.
See there, just a push, and there's that backhand that Joe was referring to. Such a natural hold. No backswing, very, very strong.
Oh, ow. That's the example of what I was talking to about with the movement. Sherbini there, I mean, again, it looked very impressive. It looked a little bit high risk as well. Luckily, she's just looking at her entourage there. But this is what I mean about the kind of slight collapse. She does do the splits, and the stability in that area of the court, it's just not there for Sherbini. That looked quite nasty, Johnny. Hopefully she's okay.
Thank you.
But you can see how hard the ladies are working. Say 27 degrees, so it's been the warmest evening that we've actually had for this event.
Yeah, not a breath of wind out there. It's very, very still. It's just keeping the heat sort of locked in the court. Oh, it's incredible length there. She's been so good all week there in that sub-4 inside, but the retrieval is good.
That was
getting better now.
Huge split.
Yes, mate.
She gets the let ball.
You want to review? Yeah, it was good.
Well, there's no review, but the music's come on. There's no review. She just wanted the pickup check. This is the pickup from Welily, which is good.
Oh, incredible pickup.
That's an outrageous pickup.
She wasn't even looking there as she struck the ball.
Confirmed, good. Hand out 9-8.
Use the force. May the force be with her.
Well, certainly with us.
Down.
Starting to hot up here, Johnny. Tongue comes out from Sherbini, and it's two game balls for Welily. She's done it, so Welily's equalised. She's played a terrific back end of this second, crucial. Team back to their positions. Both ladies now ready to kick off this third game. Intriguing stuff.
I think we should call the coaching area pit stop, Joey.
Yes, agreed.
Changing tyres and all sorts going on.
So Welily starting this third game, and it's been a very solid final so far between these two Egyptian ladies.
Turning into a bit of a shootout in Gouna, Joey. It's highly attacking squash.
Yes, left.
She had enough room there on that one.
One up.
make a quick shout out to my good mate Grant Isaacs, Joey. He's emceeing the 5K event down in Cape Town, University of Cape Town. He's a fabulous chap, and he's doing a great job of a small satellite event down there. Very keen follower of Squash TV.
Yeah, it's a good decision. We don't want to start. I felt that he'd given away a couple of easy strokes in the first game, Thomas Fortin. We don't want to go down this route of kind of stopping and looking for those, encouraging them to play the ball, which these ladies pretty much do anyway. It's certainly Welily.
Yeah, Nour Sherbini's just perhaps been a little bit edgy with some of that stuff tonight. Just occasionally she might have pulled the trigger a little bit quick on asking for lets, but big occasion.
Oh,
but
wow.
I'll tell you what.
That was 2 forehand volleys in a row for Welily. The width not good enough. Pouncing upon that. Very smooth balance. Looking good, the Enigma. And again, she keeps feeding that.
Movement.
It shows though, Johnny.
You're a genius.
Thank you, Johnny. Oh, she could have got this though, you know. She could have got this. I think she's going to review this. I think she could have got this.
She never reviews, Joey.
She did. She
She's
asked for
going
a
to
review.
review. Finally.
Johnny, she asked for a review. For me, she could have got that. The only thing is that they talk about the line, but she went the wrong way. She covered and then she's there. She could get that. That's not a great shot. This is not a great shot by Sherbini. I think this should be a let ball. Yes, it is. Talked about her not using the review, and she hasn't in the earlier rounds, but she certainly needed it there. So good overall by the Don of Doncaster, John Mazzarella. Oh, tricks are us. She gets it back though. So this is a very good start in the third game for Welily. You can see how nervous Tariq Momin is.
You got a twitch. Yeah, he had a bit of a frown on his face, even though his wife is just charging along now. She's just since game one, there's been a drought of unforced errors. There's none coming anymore.
There, she's at sea. She had to try and guess that front right-hand corner to cover the movement. And that's the clever play and the experience of Welily, showing the possibility of a straight drop and then going cross-court. This is good court coverage.
Great
oh,
hold.
Wow. This is Welily at her very best. She's on fire, Johnny.
She's hitting her marks tonight. She cannot miss since game one. Barely an error, and every shot that she wants to hit is hitting exactly or going where she wants it to go. There we go, front forehand, and she doesn't get it back.
8-1.
Unstoppable.
This game is very much how it came to be that she was called the Enigma, because this is an enigmatic performance, complete destruction of the world number one.
Unbelievable.
In a matter of minutes. Just the pickups too tonight, Joey.
5.5 minutes we've only had for this third game so far.
Good variation with the lob too. We've seen she's thrown that one up there.
That's the first error. She's got to be careful, because the one trait that really stands out about the Warrior Princess is her ability to fight for every point. She never, ever gives up. that was severely hit. So Sherbini responding.
Oh!
17-inch tin utilised brilliantly by Welily, cutting the ball across the front wall.
Just a highlights package this game, Joey. She's hit straight drop, straight drive, bows, cross flick. The whole works is there.
7 game balls, and we've only had 7 minutes for this third game. Ball staying nicely in. Beautiful squash. Sherbini not even moving for that one. Raneem Welily, the current world champion. Down to the curial skills of Welily. Can Welily continue to play in that fashion? It's the big question, Johnny.
It's difficult, I'd say. But I'm just expecting that Sherbini is going to really use a little bit more power and just bury the ball to the back of the court.
Well, she's got it a lot warmer anyway. You can see the ball's bouncing around, hitting with a lot more power. That was just too tight.
1 love.
Talk about athletes being in the zone, you know, Joey. Just being in the right.
Oh! How did she do it?
2 love.
She's not missed the forehand volley tonight.
It's just, and there was just eased it in as well, and that's
Oh
jagged
my goodness
straight.
me.
That's just all happening for her now.
I'll tell you what,
3 love.
Raneem Welily, she continues playing like this. I think she'll beat Tarek Momen, her husband, who's in the top 10 in the world for the men. This is unbelievable, Squish.
She'll be lining up a practice match in a few days to really catch him while she's in this form, I think.
She'll battle though. This is the move now. The Warrior Princess is really shouting at herself. See the scowl, trying to lift the tempo, make it more physical. playing it, always. She always does, mate.
It's close, wasn't it?
That was hit like a rocket. Another screech from Sherbini. This was walloped. She couldn't have put any more body motion into that shot.
No, and this is what I said at the start of this game, Joe. I really feel that she has to be a lot more active with her hitting power. She needs to put a little bit more bite on the shots, even the short balls like that. When she goes for that kill shot, just put a bit of extra weight on it. That way, Welily cannot get up the front of the court and use her touch. Much harder to drop those drops so short then.
Too good. Nice hold and chopping it. Another nervous look back to her court side entourage.
Masterclass, isn't it, Joey? It's really enjoyable to see this. The racket preparation near perfect. She's...
Well, it's really, when it's going for you, it's really going for you. She deserves a little bit of luck, Welily, purely because of the quality of her play. I mean, as Johnny said, this is a real masterclass of technique and how the women's game has developed. Sherbini is just point after point, motoring along.
Yeah, it's, as I said, she really found her marks, and I was wondering whether or not she could keep this up for 2 games in a row. So far, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Shabana must be sitting in that lounge chair I mentioned and really grinning and enjoying this. It just keeps rolling out.
The hand on the hip there. Sherbini does not know what she can do. It's a bit of a wry smile because it's all happening for her. Payback from last year. Welily losing in that final on this court.
Well, you often talk about, you know, if you practice these cross-court widths so often. There we go. She's just sort of said, well, attack is the best form of defence here.
That's what she does.
Only way out of it.
When the back's against the wall, she really does start to fight. She plays aggressively. She doesn't back off at all. She starts to really hit the ball a lot harder, become more attacking. Fearless play.
So,
what can you do? What can you do?
Seriously, what is going on here?
Well, you can see how worried Tariq Momin is. The next practice match, he's going down against his wife.
Oh, in it goes.
No, that looked like it was a double. That was a dodgy bounce. Still, the rally goes on. We'll definitely have a look at that. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Line.
Doesn't matter. The line was too good and accurate. Raneem Welily didn't even question the pickup. So focused on what she's doing. Too good.
That was a tricky shot too, right at the body.
Oh.
There we go.
Well, the shouts of not up from Thomas Forter on that one.
Hand up. 4-9.
Certainly meant that to go as hard into the nick as possible.
Left. 4-9.
The attacking prowess of Welily has been so incredible that Sherbini just feels right now, Joey, that she must also just go on the attack herself. There's no time left for being conservative or playing any kind of attritional squash because the barrage of balls being sent to the front, inches over the tin, is just amazing.
It is. That was well tidied up. It was awkward. She adjusted well, Sherbini, on this one. It's coming out her body. Well, she's hitting with ridiculous amount of power. There's the touch. Could be trouble.
Got her working again. It's been the pattern of play for most of the match since the beginning of the second game. Front forehand.
We get it. Front forehand every time. Every time. Raneem Welily striking beautifully into that area, exposing the movement of Sherbini, is serving with 5 championship balls. First ever World Series event for the women here in El Gouna. One saved. Nail-biting stuff.
And out. 6-10. Championship ball.
Well, 2 in a row. She thinks she's just asking if the ball was good. On the front wall, it couldn't have been any finer. I thought that was fine from Sherbini. Still 3 championship balls for Welily.
Brilliant.
Oh, she's still fighting. Oh, she's in it in the tin! She's in it in the tin, I can't believe it. She was hanging on by a thread there. Sherbini just got that one back. Oh my goodness me, how many forehand volleys has she put away? But that's the pressure. Talking to herself. Looking very, very nervous.
Bit of a smile there though, Joey. I think she's also
going through everything. There's a smile, there's a grimace, there's another smile. It's all happening for the Enigma. Still 2 championship balls, Johnny.
Take your hat off to the Warrior Princess because she just keeps going through.
I can't believe it! Tariq moment. He's got into a full body spasm there.
Still smiling a little bit there.
Oh.
It's a roller coaster now.
Championship ball still for Welily. Originally, she had 5.
The way they're sending it in the front of the court, it's about who's going to blink first.
Oh. Good pressure on the backhand side. She loves this area of the court. Sherbini, she's going to get a stroke. She's going to get a stroke. She'll review, but Sherbini, that's why she's the Warrior Princess. She's been helped by some nervy errors, but goodness me, she has held her own nerve. I think this is going to be upheld, Johnny.
100%. It should be upheld. And as I take your hat off to Nour Sherbini, I mean, she is playing Raneem Welily at the top of her game. She was in a world of trouble at 10-5. Phenomenal.
So all level into a tie-break in this 4th game. 5 points in a row for Sherbini. She's really got Welily trapped behind her. She's getting a very good length and width now, Sherbini. Could be an opportunity. She's hit another tin. Johnny, that's 3 errors from Welily.
3 errors, and on the back of when she was 10-5 up, she had a couple of loose balls where Sherbini was tidying up on the volley on the backhand quite nicely around the middle.
Game ball for Sherbini. 6 points in a row for her. Such a calm head for a 22-year-old.
Turning 21 next year. Continues with the carving the ball short on the backhand. It's been an absolute exhibition from Welily.
All right. Oh, she's been given a no-let. Phil, the reason this has been given a no-let is they feel that the line to the ball should have been between Welily and the side wall rather than on that right-hand shoulder. So I think John Mazzarella may uphold this.
She did take a slightly wrong line there, Joey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's why it's been confirmed as a no-let.
Great lesson there for all the youngsters.
So match ball, championship ball, not yet. Could be game ball. Just wanted to add a bit more drama there, Johnny.
Yeah, thanks, Joey.
So it's a pleasure. You were going to say something about
juniors.
Yeah,
because I knew it was 11-all, but...
all right, calm down.
Just...
it's not like you to be full of yourself, being Australian, being Australian and all.
Goodness me. Let's not talk about the behind-the-scenes video coming up. That won't be a let either. That backhand overhead again, Joey. Incredible. Perfect length. Dying on the back wall.
Well, it's not championship ball, it's not match ball, it's actually game ball for El Sherbini to take this into a fifth. Oh, that couldn't have been any closer. Ooh. Tempo really has gone up from Sherbini. Oh, she's made the error. And the scream of Yalla from El Welily.
Drama aplenty here in El Gouna. El Welily, in case you just tuned in, you missed something special. 10-5 match ball, 5 match balls, all saved. Here we are locked at 12-all now. This final has lived up to its billing, Joey.
And some, I mean, it's raw entertainment. Seesaw of level, back and forth from the two best players in the world for the women at the moment. I mean, it's the ultimate spectacle, isn't it? You've got the current world champion against the current world #1, Johnny.
Yeah, and they were here in the World Championship final a year ago, and here they are again. There's that backhand, well scratched off the wall there from El Sherbini. Lengthier rallies now.
Yeah, she's done very well as well. She's kind of taken away the opportunity for El Welily to attack that front right-hand corner.
Yeah, and El Walily's been forced after missing so many to just take a step back in the court and not push up so aggressively. She doesn't have that lead anymore to lean back on. This is a very long rally now. And it starts to eat into the legs, big time.
Wow, that was unbelievable. The timing of the boast, fantastic to see. Pumping her chest there in celebration, El Welily.
Championship ball.
Well, I can say it this time, Johnny. I can say it this time. It is championship ball. It's the 7th championship ball for El Welily.
Is she going to take it on this one, Joe? Is it
lucky number
lucky
7? Lucky number 7.
And please tell me now before she's hit the winner. Not like last time with Greg.
I think she will.
Okay.
I think she will.
And there's the glory standing on the table there.
Thank you.
And the inaugural winner of this
13-12.
World Series event.
Championship ball.
Well, nerve-wracking delay before we kick off this service for championship ball once again for Welily. She's on the rampage again, Sherbini. This could be trouble.
Takes it in from the back, sets things up now. Just not able to straighten that the way she wanted. Well, that was really quick-fire stuff. The last two games.
Good width. Just play through.
Down.
And the error! The error from Sherbini, the roar of the crowd. Welily will breathe deeply now because having all those opportunities, she was having some real demons in her head. But Raneem Welily, she does truly deserve this title. Some of the best squash I've ever seen from Raneem Welily to get herself into that championship ball opportunity. But terrific performance from her and a good battle between the two best players in the world. 50 minutes in duration, so close to going to 5. Welily takes the Gouna International with a 3-1 victory over Nour Sherbini. Well, it's quite fitting that she had all these opportunities. She'd made 3 unforced errors out of 5 of the original championship balls, and then it's actually Sherbini that ended up catching the top of the tin to give the title to Welily. 29-year-old just congratulating her husband and her fans. So popular, she's got a legion of junior fans. Conducts herself beautifully on and off the court. Originally from Alexandria, Raneem Welily. Doing the rounds here. She's grabbing a racket. Oh, puts the cat amongst the pigeons with the world rankings as well. That would give us some very, very good points for the #1 spot. Well, she's now ready, so we're going to catch up with Raneem Welily and Michael Absalom.
We did have her. She's congratulating everyone in the crowd, and rightly so. What a performance! Real moment to treasure. An inaugural winner here in Gouna, and we'll get a word with her now. Raneem Welily. Raneem, congratulations first of all. Tell us how much this win means to you.
Yeah, well, it means so much having everyone here. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support tonight. You guys are amazing. What a fantastic tournament. Thank you so much to Amir Mansi and his entire team for such a great tournament. To all the sponsors and Oracle, Mr. Samir, thank you so much. I want to thank my coaches, my entire family, Haitham Aifat and Ahmed Faragallah and Dr. Mohammed Amin for being here with me this week. My sponsors, Wadi Digla, CIB, Harrow Sports, Abu Petroleum. So many people to thank. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting someone, but thank you so much everyone for the support this week. It's amazing, and what a match that was. Nour played fantastic, fighting back all the way to the end, as you saw, like 5-10, she's not letting go. 6-10, 7-10, all the way to 11-10. I still can't believe I won that. Last time that happened, I lost that match. So I was thinking too much about that actually today, so I'm very happy that I managed to win it at the end, and that I pushed myself.
I was going to say, do you get nervous there towards the end, 10-5 up there in the fourth? What was going through your mind? Try and explain that to us as viewers, because we felt nervous for you.
Yeah, well, 6-10, 7-10 is still okay. 8-10, you know, you're a bit in the danger zone. 9-10, you're thinking, what have I done? I'm losing this. 10-all, it's like, okay, I'm letting this game go, and maybe next one. But I was smiling on the inside. I'm guessing that might have helped a little bit, the smile. And what a fantastic day it was.
I think that's an understatement. You are the inaugural champion here on the World Series in El Gouna. Congratulations. Let's hear it for Raneem Welily.
Well, very emotional there. Raneem Welily. She'll be able to gather herself for the presentation later. But we've got a very, very exciting men's final coming up very, very shortly between two more Egyptians.
Give us a big yeah. Okay, are you looking forward to the men's final? Give us a big yeah. Between now and then, we've had some wonderful acts on.
Raneem Welily, I mean, it's, there's so many different kind of descriptions we've been talking about, the nicknames of the ladies, particularly in this event. She's known as the kind of enigma, but also like a cyclone with the way that she clocked up those points. And Johnny, I mean, some of the time durations for the games that she won, one of the games was at 7 minutes or something. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's a good description. Cyclone, hurricane, tornado, because she just came into the court and just blew El Sherbini out of the court in quick time. Look at that winner count.
Yeah, I mean, it's the positive play. She technically is wonderful, and she's so suited to the modern game on the 17-inch tin. Over to you, Johnny, with a few of these mesmerising highlights.
Yeah, it was just an incredible fourth game. 18 minutes of absolute pure delight for squash fans, for all of the spectators here. Raneem Welily just marched on and continued to play unbelievable winners to the front part of the court in all directions, as she did in the third game where she won in 7 minutes. At 10-5 match ball, first signs of jitters and nerves started to appear, and then the Warrior Princess kicked into gear. She absolutely fought back with everything that she had. Welily had to actually play a little bit longer, but what a fantastic match, incredible.